Hey there, YouTubers. Dwayne from Badman Scale Customs here again, doing a different sort of video for you today. Matt from Homegrown, or I think it's Homegrown Customs, was interested in 82 Camaro here that I got in a 1-to-1 that my son and I are building. This is actually, in fact, his car. We bought this for him for Christmas there, 5 or 6 years ago, and we've been busy. So this is basically just the big model kit. So I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about it. It is an 82. When we bought the car, it wasn't running or driving. We had a trailer at home, needed a bunch of mechanical work to get it going. The interior, it was all full of mice, so we had to strip out, I stripped out the entire interior on it and blasted it at the car wash and bleached it and everything, got it good and clean, and then once we got it mobile, then we went to work on getting some seats and gauges and steering wheel, all that sort of stuff. So the interior is all new in it. We put new headliner in it there. It was falling apart. Rear seat, which isn't in the car right now, we've got some seat covers that we're gonna be putting on those, and new seat covers for the front seats. We got new carpet in it. We had to get a console. We had to get a shifter. Got the B&M. That's a ratchet style shifter. It's actually specific for the Camaros and Firebirds. Put a stereo in it. We got some whole whack of odometer gauges in there. A couple of cobalts there, and then he really liked these old classic style gauges, so we bought the whole gauge bezel and fitted all brand new gauges in it. They're all working good except for, I think, the temperature gauge is a bit sticky on it. Even got the clock in there on the bottom. You guys probably can't see it all too well, but anyhow, that's the interior. He liked the 3-spoke steering wheel as well, so put that in. So the car itself, we got it inside a little, got my finger in there, a little tarp type shed thing here for working on. Body wise, it was actually in really good condition. A little bit of work going on here on the back driver's side quarter panel, so it needs a bit of work. It wasn't really rusty except for down the bottom. We cut a little spot out in the back there, but other than that, it was pretty good. Just a little bit of damage to it that we've been fixing up, but we're actually thinking of putting a complete replacement in it. It's got the fiberglass cowl induction hood on it, which is a real nice hood. Needs some work though, and we got a little bit of rust happening just above the windshield rubber there, so we got to pull that windshield out of it and fix that up. The car, it came with these wheels on it, and he was quite happy with those, so that's what we're going with. Also, we changed, we put brand new door panels, changed these window seals here on it. Those aren't cheap. Now, what else? We've done a lot of stuff to this car. Windshield antenna. Powertrain was completely just a mess. It did run, but not very well, and transmission was right full of water. So I just yanked it and threw in what was that? It was just a turbo 350 with a lockup that I put in it. And then we bought a turbo 350 and overhauled it with the complete B&M overhaul and shift kit, extra clutches and all that stuff in there. So here's a look inside. It's too bad I couldn't give you a complete look at the whole thing. Maybe when I get it out of the shop. There's a little bite out of the hood there, as you can see. So we had to change the rear end in it as well. It was growling pretty good, so we changed the entire housing up to a newer model, something that come out of an IROC Z, and put a 373 axle ratio in there with a posi kit. The engine's probably the most fun part of the car. It's a 355. That engine was actually my first ever hot rod motor that I built. And that came out of a 74 Chevy pickup that I had when I was 16. So I actually sold that engine many years ago, and then I actually bought the truck that the engine was in off of a buddy of mine. So, and then we scrapped the truck because it was pretty much a derelict by that time, and stripped the engine down and rebuilt the whole business. So it's got flat top pistons in it. It calculates out to about 10-to-1 compression ratio there, and we built it together. I even taught him how to file fit piston rings there, so he got his hands dirty on this one. So it's got the Edelbrock Performer RPM cylinder heads on it. Hooker, they're the short headers. They had those ceramic coated. Currently it's got the Edelbrock Performer RPM intake manifold on it as well, with a Holley 750 double pumper, which is not the carburetor that we had originally got for this car. We're actually going to switch that out at some point in time. Probably put a Demon 650 vacuum secondary on there. Let's see what else it's got a comp cams solid lifter camshaft in it. Got an aluminum radiator in there, and we got some dual electric fans that actually came out of a Toyota. I grabbed from the shop where I was working. And the Toyotas, when the radiators leak on them, they send you the whole entire module with the radiator, the fans, the actual electronic control module, and the overflow bottle. So I just stole the fans out of there and got it all to fit in there. Looks pretty decent, I think. And you got the MSD 6AL ignition in there with just a GM HEI distributor. We'll be upgrading that at some point in time. The car came without a wiper motor, and the harness was cut off, so you gotta try finding one of those and then trying to wire the thing up. It's a little tricky, but we got her done. Oh, what else we've done? It was missing actually quite a few parts that we had to. We scoured our local scrap yard and got some other parts off. A guy out close to Strathmore. They had a whole bunch of cars sitting out on a farm out there, so we were out there in the middle of winter time and 3 feet of snow digging stuff out. But it makes for some good memories for me and the boy. Well, here's a relay box that we took out of a Chevy Cavalier. This runs all the fuel pump. Put an electric fuel pump in it and runs the fans as well. What else? I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting a ton of stuff, but probably what I'll do is just keep updated as we make progress on the car, and if I forget a bunch of stuff that we did, I'll just kind of catch that up at that time. Anyhow, there she is. The paint, you can't see it, it's actually got a blue pearl in the paint. It's nice looking in the sunlight. So, but it was been repainted, but it's not exactly a professional job. So we're gonna redo the whole body on it anyhow. So, anyways, there's the car. Thanks for watching.